What is going on, football fans out there? And we got a development update from Varsity Football from November. It's better late than never, but let's get right into this. And I'm going to go in just a little bit about this game, which is really finding a good, nice spot in my heart. But let's start with the November update, and it's about player detail view. Now, previously, we've only had a snapshot of players and coaches. Now you can view their personality, potential, ratings, sentiment to you, and more. With players, there is a fog, I guess they're trying to say, of war aspect to uncovering the player ratings. The better your coaching staff, the quicker and more accurately you will be able to uncover their ratings. Coaches will also break down the best player positional fits for your team. Then it goes into talk about coach detail. Like players, you can now view a detailed breakdown on the coaching staff or coaches you'd like to hire. See their prestige, personality, scheme, positional focus, and contracting. You can also dig into their coach legacy by seeing how many playoff or championship appearances, wins that they've had in their career. This is going to make for a very interesting aspect, as this game is going to be covering the whole of the United States. So you're going to be able to drop down teams in whatever states you want to find out the best coaches that are in whatever areas. The next thing that they put out was, and there's a little bit of video that goes with this, is about player locomotion and speed differences. One of the most important aspects of a realistic football game is making sure that players move like actual football players and not just running characters around on a screen. They've focused on all of their motion capture and gameplay resources this past November. Players feel connected to the field, lean when moving, showing weight and adjustment, and plant their feet into the field when making sharp cuts. Fast players feel fast, and slower players cannot catch them in a foot race, just like Tyreek Hill versus my old self. Then they go into player injuries, and it goes to say we now have the ability to trigger injuries from training, playing other sports like basketball, baseball, whatever they're playing in the offseason, and eventually in the game during the actual season, which would be gameplay. Injuries range from bruises, sprains, dislocated joints to heat exhaustion, stress fractures, concussions, and even overuse injuries if your quarterback just throws the ball too much, if you got him out there winging the ball 50 to 60 times a game. Based on player injury ratings, each injury has a minimum and maximum range of days, weeks, or months, or look at this, career, which would be quite terrible to have a player have his career end at high school level. But they also dropped a little bit of video here that shows the running back movement, and it is extremely fluid. You couple this with what they have showcased, with what they can do with their quarterback. I'm really liking this game in the Unity engine, and I'm extremely anxious to see what other little golden nuggets they're going to have for us about this game in the future. But for any and all varsity, heck, maximum, any kind of football information, make sure you tune in here at SGN Hub. And until next time, this has been Smokin' Jay, and I will see you either in the ring or on the field.